Hello students. Now let's continue the lesson. Sir Cv Raman. Now after becoming a deputy accountant general, Raman mixed with the scientists and took interest in science. One day, while returning from his office, he saw a banner outside a building on which was printed the Indian Association of Scientists. At the sight of that banner, Raman got off the moving train and went to meet the scientists who had gathered in that building. So though he had become a deputy accountant general, now he just wanted to mix with the scientists and took interest in science. Once when he was returning from his office, he saw a banner through the window of the train. So he was on his way by train. He saw a banner outside a building on which was printed the Indian Association of Scientists. At the sight of the banner, Raman got off the moving train and went to meet the scientists who had gathered in that building. So he was very curious to go and see the scientists. Sometimes later, when he was in Rangoon, he learned that an institution had bought a piece of modern scientific apparatus. He hurriedly put on his clothes and went to have a look at it. Such was the interest he had in science. See, wherever he saw about the related to science, that to physics, he hurriedly put on his clothes. That means such was his interest in science. In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Accountant General for Posts and Telegraphs in Kolkata. So, he was appointed to the higher post, Special Accountant General for the Posts and Telegraphs in Kolkata, that is PNT. But when he was offered the post of professor at Kolkata University, he jumped at that offer and accepted the post gladly. See, when he went to Special Accountant General's post, in the meanwhile, he was offered for the post of professor. So he felt happy. He jumped to that post gladly after working at Calcutta University for 15 years. He became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. So the Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. So when he was offered the post of professor, he went to that post gladly. He accepted that post. And after working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he became the Director General of Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. Yes, the Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. So he started Raman Research Institute. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and he went to the other post. He became the director of the Research Institute. Here he conducted his research in physics until his death. So until his death, he conducted his experiments in the Raman Institute. Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensely attached to science. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of the Special Accountant General and accepted the professorship at Kolkata University. Though he was offered the high post of Special Accountant General, he left the job and he accepted the professorship at Kolkata University. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work. And his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold and he would forget all the other things. Now he was just that much involved in his experiments, his research. Now let's see how he just went forward in the next class. Now I'll give you an assignment. So these are the words, the phrases give up, put up with and put on. Meaning give up, leave or stop. Put up with, bear or tolerate. Put on, wear. So I want you to frame sentences using these words in the next class, right? Give up, put up with and put on. So use these words to frame your sentences on your own, right? Let's continue in the next class. Thank you.